everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy you stopped by. Today I'm going to be making an international dish called pork adobo. I used to live in a town about a half hour from here before we moved to Brentwood, and it's called Vallejo, and they have a very, very large Filipino population. It's, I think, biggest in America. So I discovered this dish and through different friends and stuff, and it is so good. It's this pork that has this addicting sauce to it, and it is made with vinegar, soy sauce, lots of garlic, a little brown sugar, and this flavorings like infuse into the meat. So it is the best tasting sauce you will ever have, and it's really easy to make. It only takes like an hour to make, but the one caveat is you do need to, or I highly recommend you, make this the day before, because it is 10 times better the next day, because all that sauce has gotten even more infused into the meat. So stay tuned and I'm gonna show you exactly how to make it. We're going to need 1.5 pounds of cubed boneless pork. Now I'm using pork tenderloin because that's what I happen to have, but if you can get pork shoulder or pork butt, that's going to have some more marbling and that is even going to be better, but the pork tenderloin works as well. And just cut it into about 1-inch size cubes like this. Now we're going to take a 1/2 cup of low sodium soy sauce and we are going to marinate our cubes for 30 minutes. So just mix that with your hands and get it good and worked in. Set it aside, and in the meantime, you're gonna need 4 or 5 bay leaves, these dried bay leaves, 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar, 1/2 of a large onion, quartered, 7 cloves of minced garlic. Now I know that sounds like a lot, but it's really gonna mellow out. After 30 minutes, drain, but keep the marinade and drain your pork really well and dry it. Now I have a tablespoon of oil in my skillet, and we want to brown these cubes really well on all sides. That's really gonna sear in that flavor. It's gonna give it that nice crust. And then after they're browned, you're gonna add the 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and let it coat each piece of the pork. That's going to take about a minute. After that, you're going to go ahead and add in all your garlic. Stir another minute or 2. And then we're going to add in a 1/2 cup of vinegar. Now I am using black Chinese vinegar, but you can just use white vinegar. That's actually traditional, but I just like the flavor of the other. And then you're going to add the rest of the marinade that you used for the pork. Now we're going to take some water and just cover the pork until it just reaches the top of it. And then go ahead and add in your big pieces of white onion, or you could use yellow onion as well. Throw in your bay leaves, and you're going to generously add a bunch of ground pepper, probably a 1/2 teaspoon at least. Now we're going to simmer this for about an hour until our pork is nice and tender. After that, you're going to remove the pork from the skillet, and you are going to reduce that sauce by about half. And it's going to take about 10 or 15 minutes to do that. As you can see, it's really gone down, and I would say this is about half. Now this is the hard part. You have to put it in a container and keep it in the fridge till the next day. Trust me, it is so worth it. It's going to really infuse those flavors. Now my broth didn't get quite as thick as I liked, so I added a teaspoon of cornstarch with 2 tablespoons of water, and that just thickened it up a little bit to the perfect consistency, which is this. And I'm just warming it up the next day, and that's all there is to it. I'm having it with coconut rice. You guys just look at this. It is so good. You get the little bit of sour, you get the tangy, you get a little bit of sweet. It is the perfect umami combination. And if you want, you can just put as much of that nice gravy on the top. Now I like to add a few pickled onions. Just gives it a little extra bright flavor, and some sliced green onion. And there you go. It is a winner. I really hope you guys give this a try.